Hi, friends. So I wanted to pop in here today and share with you 3 ways that we are growing our network with people in our target market. And it's super, super simple, but it's something that a lot of people overlook. I'm also going to share with you a secret mindset hack that Tasha and I use, and it is why we've had the success that we've had in our business. If you want a copy of my notes, go ahead and just drop notes below and I'll make sure to get those to you. I don't want your hand to cramp while you're watching my video. So here is the deal. Tasha and I built a business that we had very dialed in. We built the business over about 8 years, and we were consistently adding new people into our business through Facebook ads, through collaborations, and through referrals. And those are really amazing ways to grow a business, but also some of those things take a little bit of time to get dialed in. And so, as many of you know, about a year ago, we decided to make some changes. We added in a different target market and we built a new coaching program. And that meant we needed to just start from scratch and actually build up our network again with the people that were in our new target market. And if you're watching this, you're probably one of them. And so we needed new leads now. And if you're building a business and you can relate to needing new leads now, just say, I can relate, new leads now. Because you're not alone. And I think sometimes we think, gosh, I am the only one out there who doesn't have the leads that I need. Well, that is every business owner. We all need to be growing our business. And so we were trying to figure out, okay, how do we get new leads now as we're building up these other pieces in our business? And so I met the coach, one of the coaches that we have now. I met her last October and I learned this super simple process from her. And I was honestly blown away. It works and anyone can do it. It doesn't take skill, and it's something that you can actually get started and do in your business today, as soon as you're done watching this video. So before I get into the steps, I want to talk a little bit about why growing our network matters so much. And a lot of times we're chatting with people and it's like they have everything dialed in. They have a great offer. They have really good sales skills. They are doing all of the things right, but they're missing this piece of growing their network. And so if we are not consistently putting people into the top of the business, we have nothing to shake out of the bottom because we lose people at every stage. And so if you think of your business like a funnel, you've got to keep adding new people to the top. And the strategy that I'm about to teach you is really the easiest, most repeatable, most predictable way to do that. And so I'm really excited to share this with you. And I think you're going to be kind of shocked at the simplicity of it. So what's really cool about Facebook is that Facebook is every day giving us suggested friends. And we in this cool age of social media where we work with a really smart algorithms, and Facebook is going to get really, really smart about knowing who to give you in suggested friends. So the first thing that you'll do every day to add people into your target market is just go to your suggested friends on Facebook. And you're going to find that by clicking on the little people icon at the top of your home screen and then just click suggestions. And again, this is all in the notes, so don't feel like you have to write all this down. But Facebook basically hands us this gift of here's all the people that I think you should connect with. And they're people mostly who you have mutual friends with. So for us right now, we're building our network with coaches. And so we click through each profile until we find a coach, and then we simply click add friend. And it's a really beautiful thing, right? We are building our business. We're looking for coaches to work with us, and we can actually just add those people into our network every single day. And so for you, just whoever your ideal client is, if you work with women who are in perimenopause and menopause, then you're going to just go through your suggested friends and you're going to find women who are in that midlife age range, and you're going to just click add friend. Now, if your audience is a little bit more specific, like we actually have a client who works with people who have a specific type of software, then this is going to be a little trickier. You'll have to go into Facebook groups, and we're not going to get into that piece of it today, but you would just need to go into Facebook groups and find people to friend. So the first assignment that I actually have for you today, after you watch this video, is to just start small and friend 5 people. And we're going to build from there. So if you're committed to doing that today, just type 5 in the chat. And I think taking action and committing to action is so important. So you might be like, I don't even get this. Why does this even work? The reason why this works is because we're simply growing our network with people who are in our target market. And so what's amazing is that once you start friending people in your target market, Facebook gets really smart and they start serving you up more people who are in your target market. And so it becomes very easy to do this and to every day grow your network with people who you're looking for. And so you guys have seen those people that stand out on the corner in front of their store and they're wearing like a silly costume, or they're like the Statue of Liberty, or holding signs like, come to my store. They're looking for their target market and they have to stand out on a street corner to do that. And what's amazing about this gift that we have of social media is that we can just sit on our couch and request our ideal clients. And it's super, super amazing. So that's step number 1, is start off by adding 5 people a day to your friend list. Just add them, click add friend. And some of them will accept and some of them won't, and that's okay. And you're going to work your way up from there. Step number 2 is we're going to say hi to our new friends. So every morning, we're going to open up our friends list. We're going to find our new friends and we're simply going to say hi. Now, if you're on the Facebook app, you're just going to go onto your phone, onto Facebook. You're going to tap the little people icon at the bottom, and you're going to sort your friends by newest first. And then you can just send them a quick message. And I just say like, hey, Karen, it's so nice to meet you. I hope you're having a great Friday. That's it. Super simple. We're not going to send them a big thing. We're not going to try and just sell them something. Please don't try and sell them something. Please don't tell them about your event. We're just saying hi because they're brand new friend. And that's what we do with people that we just meet, is we say hi. The way that we would act in normal life is no different on social media. So that's it. No pitch, no weirdness. We're not going to be a weirdo. So step number 2, say hi to your new friends. Now, the thing that I'm about to share with you before we move to step number 3 is the secret to why this works. So this is very, very important, because you might be listening to me up to this point and be like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. This is so weird. Why would I feel so salesy? I feel so spammy. I don't want to make a friend with someone that I've never even met. That's so weird, Karen. I feel so awkward. I'm not doing it. And I totally get that. And I felt like that too. When I learned this from my coach, I was like, I don't really know if I love this. And I had a little, few feelings and some thoughts about it until I started doing it. And so once I started doing it, and I got into nice conversations with people, and there's a secret to this. So the secret is that many of us are walking around thinking that we need to feel ready before we act. And that's actually backwards. It's like learning to ride a bike. We cannot wait until we feel confident to get on the bike. We have to actually get on the bike, wobble around a little bit, and then that confidence comes as we move forward and as we learn what we're doing, right? And then the training wheels come off. And this is the same thing here. We need to actually take action first and let the feelings catch up later. So that's the secret to the success that we've had in our business, is that we are constantly having feelings about the things we're doing, but we don't let that get in the way of taking action, right? And that's a secret. We do first, and we work through the feelings as we are doing. Instead of sitting around waiting for the feelings to go away, we take action, and as we're taking action, we're able to work through the feelings. And so if you're committed to that mindset, just type secret below so that I can cheer you on. And I really hope that that's a helpful shift in the way that you think about doing things in your business. Okay, so are you ready for step number 3? Step number 3 is incredibly important, because when we say hi to someone, they are not a lead. They are not someone that we are going to pitch to. They are not someone that has raised their hand for anything that we have. So what we're going to do is about a week after, we're going to say hi. We're going to engage in a nice back and forth conversation. And there's no purpose to it other than just saying hi. So we're saying hi, we're just having a little bit of small talk. How's your day? I say usually just what I'm doing. If I say hi, they say hi back, or sometimes they don't, and that's fine. And then I'll say, oh, I'm sitting at my desk working. It's a pretty day outside. My dog is snoring under my feet while I work, because that's usually what I'm doing. And then they'll say what they're doing. And then you just kind of can let the conversation die, and it's totally fine. But what we're going to do is we're going to go back about a week or 2 weeks after we've met our new friend, and we're going to invite them to our group. And in the notes, I'm going to line out a really simple way so that you might be thinking, how do I even see who I was friends with? And Facebook does make it a little bit tricky, but in the notes, I'm going to do a step-by-step of how to find the friends that you made the week before. So what we're going to do with our new friends is we're actually going to just go to our Facebook group, and we're going to click the invite button, and we're going to invite them to join our group. Now, later we can add in a personal message, and that's something we teach our clients, is a really nice personal message. But just taking these 3 steps today and starting by just clicking the invite button to your group is going to help you turn your friends into people that you may potentially work with, because now you're giving them an invitation to join your group. They can decide, they can say yes or they can say no, but many of these people will accept, and now they're in your group. Now they're a lead. Now we can nurture them. We can invite them to things, right? The relationship continues to build. And so every person you add to your group becomes a warm lead. They start seeing your content. They start joining your events. They're connected with you. And it's really, really cool. Just last Friday, I had someone who joined our coaching group just from this whole process, right? Just from the saying hi. I had become a new friend with her in September and said hi. And then she came into our group. She accepted that invite and came to one of our events. And I have a client who just she was like, this was the missing piece in my business. And she's filled up her coaching group and raised her prices, and all because she has a consistent way of finding new people. And so this is a daily action plan. So start off by adding, number 1, 5 new people to your target market. And we're going to increase that eventually. I'm at 30. I add 30 friends a day. But start with 5 and work up from there. Step 2, we're going to say hi to our new friends. Step 3, we're going to invite our friends just very simply using the invite button in our group, and we're going to invite them to our group. And that's it. So if you want to commit to doing those 3 things, say 3, and you'll never have to wonder where your next lead is coming from. It's really, really cool when we can just do this process consistently and take control of growing our business. So I hope that this was helpful for you today, and have a great day.